element for my lunch for my girlfriends today is I'm going to make a beautiful plaice with a mushroom creamy white wine sauce. So to start off, I'm just going to melt some butter in a pan here. So the mushrooms will take a little bit longer than the actual fish, so I want to get the sauce started first. So I'm just going to start that melting. And then once it starts to melt, I'm just going to add in all my butter mushrooms, which are pre-chopped. And they're just going to go into the butter. And they're just going to cook down for a few minutes in the lovely butter. Anything with mushrooms and my husband loves. It's a key to his heart, a dish with mushrooms. Okay, so our mushrooms are cooking really nicely now. I've got them over a pretty high heat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some white wine and I'm going to let that cook down, the alcohol cook down after. This is just a really nice dry white wine. And the alcohol will evaporate and the mushrooms will cook into the wine. And already the wine is starting to cook down quite quickly. So I'm just going to let the mushrooms cook in the wine. So our mushrooms are cooking nicely with the wine. So what I'm going to do is I've got in this pan here some butter and some olive oil. Butter for flavour and olive oil to enable me to have the heat. I'm just going to turn that on and start to melt the butter into the oil. Again, on a pretty high heat, it can take a pretty high heat. Whilst that melts here, I've got beautiful PLAICE fillets. And what I've got is, this is just literally plain flour, and I've seasoned the flour with salt and pepper, and that's it. I patted the fish dry first, and then I placed it into the flour mixture to coat it well on both sides. And as soon as my butter and oil has melted, we're going to get the fish into the pan. So when my girlfriends come round, what I like to do is cook all the PLAICE fillets. I'll put them all on a platter, serve it with a wedge of lemon, and then I can do something easy like sauteed spinach with onion or just a nice big green salad. And then we've got our dips, we've got our tortilla chips, and lunch is easy. And everyone can help themselves. Okay, so the wine's cooked down there with the mushrooms. So now I'm going to add about 170 ml of double cream to this. And I'm just going to stir it in and start to let it cook until the sauce starts to thicken a little. At this moment now I can hear my butter bubbling away, so that tells me that it's ready for me to put my PLAICE fillet in. I'll leave my sauce to start to thicken, and let's get the PLAICE into the pan. I'm just going to shake off any excess flour. I'm going to get it straight into the pan. And I'll cook in the butter and the oil. So my sauce is bubbling nicely. I'm going to leave that to continue to thicken a little bit more. And then we're just going to add in some lemon zest, the juice of a lemon, and some chopped dill as well, which is perfect with the fish. So the fish really doesn't take a long time either, a couple of minutes on each side and it'll be cooked through. I'm just going to flip the fish over to cook on the other side. Beautiful. My sauce is starting to thicken lovely now, with the mushrooms, the cream, the wine. So at this point now, I'm going to add in just the zest of 1 lemon. Make sure when you zest your lemon that you only take the yellow part and not the white part. The white part's quite bitter, the pith. And then we're going to add in just the juice of half a lemon. You can save the other half for something else if you want. Just continue to let that thicken a little bit more. And now I'm just going to add in a little bit of chopped dill. Dill smells beautiful, very lemony and fragrant, and it goes perfectly with the fish. Our sauce is lovely and thick and bubbly. Our fish is crispy and perfectly cooked, so it's time to plate up. Lift it onto the plate. So, and then I'm just going to take some of our beautiful creamy mushroom sauce. With the dill running through it and the lemon. It's just the perfect sauce to accompany this beautiful piece of plaice. And then I'll just sprinkle a little bit more dill on the top. And there's the plate. Perfect for a girl's lunch.